Hi there, this is Mega Supreme here with another Transformers third party review. I'm having a look at Unique Toys Hagen. They're not, what's he called now? I always forget the names of these ones. I want to say it's Cutthroat or something like that, but I'll pop it in the description anyway. But yes, so this is the last one in the series. So far I've reviewed Hunger and all the other limbs that make up Ordin. This is the last one. I've also done a review of Ordin as well, and I'll pop all the links down below so you can have a look through and click on any of them and have a look through those if you haven't already. Now this guy is very similar in design and everything to Ripper Snapper. So even his transformation is very similar and everything else like that. But he's a really nice figure. You can see he's got lots of nice detail on him. If I bring him in close, have a look at the head sculpt here. They've again done a really good job on the head sculpt. You've got lots of nice detailing on the figure, bits of silver here, and on the kind of, I guess, cream plastic here, you've got painted green and purple in here, even little bits on the side, more paint in here as well on the legs here, all inside here, which really they didn't need to bother with, which is really good. And then silver on the outside here as well. Bring it around the back. You do have this tail bit which kind of has to hang there. I thought it might be able to plug in here, but then because of the way the tail works, you can't really do that. So the way that you have to do it really is in here. You've got a couple of little ports on the back here where you could perhaps pop some guns, so perhaps the ones off Hunger maybe. And these wings actually will pop off as well if you want to. So you can do lots of things in terms of how you want to display them, so you can have the wings out like that if you want to. I prefer to kind of like have them kind of out but then kind of tucked in a little bit like that. But if you want to, you can have them tucked in at the back here like that, so they're out of the way. These bits swivel around as well, and then I think because this is a test shot here, you can see there's bits of paint on this bit here which I've kind of rubbed off, but I'm pretty confident that with the final version it won't be like that. And like I said, you can just take these off as well if you want to, so if you prefer them without that, you can do, but I think I prefer them with these on as well. What I'll do is I'll just move these out of the way and I'll go through all the articulation. The one thing to notice as well that I did have on here, because it's a test one, is the pin for this one just poking out slightly out of this one. So you can just pop it down. It hasn't come out or anything. And also the swords for this one, I think I showed on my Ordin review, part of this one is shorter where it's snapped off where it was in the gun for this guy. Whereas in the gun for this one here, you can see where it's come off here, and I think the idea in it was that it's plugged in either side and then looks, when it's in the combined mode, it looks a bit like a crossbow. I think that's the idea for it, but it doesn't, even with it broken, it doesn't hinder him in this mode holding it at all, so that's absolutely fine. Articulation wise, there's no swivel at the wrist. His arm can go all the way around. Obviously he does, if you've got the wings there, you need to move those out of the way for it to go all the way around. But it's a nice swivel here. You can move this out. You can move his arm forward and back here as well. And then you've got like a little elbow bit at the back here, which you can bring that around to cover. But if you want to get a bit more movement of it, you can kind of move that out of the way. Waist swivel. You can't really go all the way around because your legs will bump to these bits at the back here, and then at the leg here you've got a bend, you've got ankle tilt here, you can bend the foot forward, and then you've got this kind of heel spur at the back here, which is really helpful when helping him stand, and a lot of these figures have that, which makes it really useful when you're trying to stand them up and get them into decent poses. These guys are really poseable. So get him in here like that. The head as well is on a ball joint, and you can actually look all the way up if you want to, because of the transformation. And you can move it all the way around again. You can move it down here as well. So yeah, he looks really good in robot mode. Have a look at him around here. And in terms of a size comparison, let's bring him alongside off-road. You see what those two look like together. So you can see he's a fair bit bigger than him, which is obviously then reflected in the large combined mode. And then if I bring him in alongside Hunger, here I've added a repro label too. You can see they scale about right. You can definitely see Hunger's the leader in the gang there. And then what I'll do is I'll get them transformed, show you the transformation into beast mode. So take these out. And then what we'll do is we'll then transform him into beast mode into his combined mode. So let's put the wings out of the way. At the bottom here with his feet, you want to fold these bits in, fold these back, fold that in, fold that back. The hands here, you want to open this up, fold the hand back in like this by pushing the foot in there, close it down. I noticed on mine it doesn't quite close down all the way, and I had that on the test shot as well for Ripper Snapper, so I don't know if it's meant to do that or not. And then you fold the foot out like that. Same on the other side. Open it up. Which way to open? Like that. Fold a hand in like so. Fold it down. Open this bit up like that. You've got this bit here. Then you want to get hold of this bit here, and it's actually pegged into here like that. So you're going to pull that a bit out. You're going to pull this headpiece out as well. Fold that in like that. You're going to bring this piece over. That's going to fold in and cover the head. This bit then is going to come over here and peg over that bit here to reveal the beast head. You can see that opens up as well, and you've got a good range of motion on here. And then if you move this out of the way here just slightly, it'll allow for transformation. So what I'll do is I'll do the leg bit first. So you'll open this bit up at the knee like that, and then it works exactly the same way as you fold this down, and you want this bit facing forward, and it's going to go into that bit at the bottom here like so. Peg that in like that. Same on the other side, and then you'll peg them together. So the best way to do it, I think, is to just kind of bend the knee slightly and do it that way. Peg them together like that. Okay, and then what's going to happen is the same transformation on the other one. These bits are going to pull out, and it's going to swivel around and come into here. So you pull out from here like that. This bit's on then on swivel. You bring it back down, pull it back down here, and it'll peg here into here like that. You can then move the leg round, swivel it around like so. So you've got that, and then unpeg from this side, bring it back down, peg it in. Make sure it's all lined up properly for you to do it all. Peg that in like that, bring this round, swivel it round like that, so you can see you've got that start of here, and then this bit is actually going to push down like that, collapse down. You can then bring this in like that, fold the wings down like so, and then this tail piece here is going to come down, and these two bits here are going to plug into here like that. And then depending on how you want them to stand, you can move these leg bits down like that, have him stand up like that, with his wings out. These bits don't collapse in, so the way they move, they kind of move out like that. And then they fold in like that, and then you've got these hand bits here, which swivel around as well. You can see you've got some nice paint detailing on the wings themselves. You can get some pretty decent poses with them as well. And the head you can move like that. So there you go, you've got him in his beast mode here. Looks pretty impressive. I think they've done a good job with this one. Yeah, there's not really much to say on it. They've got some good articulation of that with the head here, nice detailing on the front as well. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. You know, it's a hard job to with these particular ones, I think, too, because you also want to get them standing up. It probably looks a little bit long, but I think they've done a good job to counteract that by making the head a little bit larger, and the wings are a decent size as well. And then you don't really have anywhere to put these in beast mode. But I guess what you could do is you could actually put other guns on here if you wanted to. Kind of peg those on and kind of have them armoured up, flying into battle if you wanted to. That seems to be the best place to put them. It doesn't seem to be anywhere else to put the guns apart from on the top there. It doesn't seem to be anywhere underneath where you would put them. And then for a quick size comparison, I'll just bring in this guy here. You can see what they kind of look like together here. So bring them in there so you can see what they look like. See, this guy does look a little bit taller. In fact, he is a little bit taller. But yeah, they look pretty decent together. And then what I'm going to do is just get this guy transformed into his combined mode, if I can remember how to do that. The exact configuration anyway. So you'll want to unpeg this bit here. You're going to pull this up, pull this bit out like that. So you've got this space in here. The arm bit is going to, these legs are going to come back and go back into here as if you're in robot mode. So you pull that out, swivel it around, pop it into here again, like that. Do the same on the other side. Like that, so it's pegged in there. Trying to think what we did with the wings. Trying to remember the exact configuration, but then you pull this bit out here like that. So you can swivel it here, you can bend it here as well like that. This bit then pegs in like that. Sorry about that, I think my camera went off. I don't think we missed too much. So all I did is popping this bit down like this. Yeah, so sorry about that, the phone went off. So all you have to do then is, the preferred mode is like that, so you just fold it in like that, so you've got the bit at the top here. And then the way that it came when it was all packaged up was you had it, the foot kind of bent round this way, I think. Yeah, so it's like that. From what I can see, I'm just working out if I've got that right or not. So I'm just looking at the pictures that I've got of him in that mode, just to make sure that's how I actually had him done. Yeah, so it's like that. And then they had this bit up like that, tucked in like that. So kind of like that, and then like that. And the way it actually came packaged was, well, wrapped up, sorry, was this bit pushed forward. That's the combiner port there, and that's really stiff to move around. With this pegged in like that, that forward. So do the same on the other side. Get a hold of this, move it around, swivel it around here, bring this bit down like that, peg this back like that, in like that, and then with the wings here, first peg it back in, and then swivel it around here like that, and fold it back in like so, like that. So then you've got this bit here, and then all you want to do is get hold of the fist for it. So I'll get that out for you. Where is it? And pop that in. So obviously you can use it to go in either arm, but the limbs for this aren't interchangeable. So what you can't do is swap a leg for a foot. You can swap a foot for a foot, but an arm for an arm, but not the other way around. And all you do is pop that in like that, and then that is done. And then you just plug him in like that, and that's it. And that is Unique Toys. I forget his name again. It's, come on, I can remember it before the video finishes. It is Hagen, that's it, yes. Hope you enjoyed the review. Like I said, I'm going to pop all the other links down below. Thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.